Hey, welcome to Shitcoin Talk, episode 56. We're back and we're live with my friends down here. I'm Dumb and Ethan. Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me back. Yeah, good to be back.
Good. How's it going out there?
Good. I just started my internship today. I'm working with Cato Institute's Center for Monetary and Financial Alternatives. So I'm doing stuff with like monetary policy and actually cryptocurrencies too.
Damn, dude. Sweet, dude. And you went to Consensus, or did you just hang out after?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. How was
Oh,
it?
I went there. It was interesting. It was really crowded, but they had some really good talks and a lot of crypto Twitter people were there. So that was kind of fun meeting up with them.
Sweet, man. Yeah, maybe we'll have to hear about it in a little bit or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for coming on. Messiah, welcome back, man.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Mocho's saying, start chill, mate.
Okay.
In the chat right now. Hey, calm down,
Start the
Mocho.
show.
It's coming. Don't worry.
Mocho. Godson, welcome back, man. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Nice. It's an honor to have you watch me.
Cheers, dude. And then we got the miner at heart, Crypto Juggalo.
What up? Good to be back.
Hey, welcome. Okay. Yeah, so we got a coin list. We actually got some topics that you guys might have opinions on. I'm not sure. Here's the coin list. Got ARC, Salt, Zelcash, RTO, DERO, Heat, XTL. I can't remember what that's called. Stellite or something. Jin, Pied Piper Coin, Lux, Sen, Ara, Ship, and StakeNet. And then some of the topics that people asked about were like the Twitter bans, Consensus. I knew that Ethan was here, so maybe we'll have to ask him about that a little later. Someone asked about Craig Wright, what happened to him, and the Pepe Dap and the Taylor hack. So, yeah. What do you guys want to start with? Should we start with a coin, or should we do a topic?
Dealer's choice.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right, let's just start with a coin. Let's do ARC. Let's get on with ARC. We have charts.
ARC. Yeah, let me see. I have like 10,000 different, charts, man. So I have to like.
That's so good.
Yeah, ARC. What does ARC even do anymore? It's like an IPFS coin, right?
I don't know, man. That was the Lisk ICO where you got like wasn't it 120% bonus?
Yeah, first
That's
24
great.
hour. There's a nice little RBOP from like all of the ETH list markets, all that stuff to get you out of DAO at that time period.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you were
Had a
all
crazy
about
little
that
circle
shit.
with all of that.
Yeah. Whoa, Godson, what the hell? Are you serious, bro?
There, I said it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Jesus.
No,
Sue me.
dude.
Sue me.
Okay.
I said it. Sue me.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Obviously, I'm kidding, but the coin clearly has a support range down here in 27,000 satoshis. You're gonna want to buy there, but clearly right now I'm not seeing a sort of massive move coming up. It seems like it's just gonna range. ARC is one of those coins that's actually pretty stable. So it might actually be better to chart it with USD, but it's an old coin that had a huge ass ICO. So maybe the fund has even more money than we thought.
Yeah,
That-
I mean,
that
it
could
might
be-
too.
How old is
that
it?
could be
The
Uh,
end back in what, late
2016, I think.
yeah. Going
That's
on
not
2 years.
not even that old.
Nah.
Yeah, but I was
Yeah.
considering like how much money they have from when they did their ICO or whatever.
Yeah, but how much money did they raise from Lisk? Because Lisk was a lot more expensive now than it was back then too, and in USD even. So they raised Bitcoin and Lisk, right? I thought they did both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or, I
Yeah,
don't know.
so support zones, there's not much else I can say there. I'm not my TA is never like overly complicated, so that's it.
Complicated, dude. Make some crazy shit happen, dude.
I don't know. Bananas sound a lot more complicated than just some support and resistance lines.
Yeah, it's still not though, because all it takes is two yellow lines and some imagination.
Yeah, I have not kept up with Arc. I know it's a pretty decent project and stuff. So I don't
Yeah, I
know.
haven't kept up either.
$250 million market cap right now. So a little high for my liking.
On the crowd sale, though, it's one of those cases where you had differing bonuses based on what you're donating with, things along those lines.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
crazy.
Bigger one going with Lisk.
Word. All right.
Yeah,
Anything-
just buy the support, hold and sell the resistance. If it keeps going up, congratulations. Wait for a bearish signal and you can sell. But apart from that, it's a pretty boring coin right now. To be frank with you.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, so I can't really say. I feel like did we do salt last episode? I thought we did, but maybe we didn't.
We do salt every episode, but
We should just skip it.
still have,
The
let me
idea
know.
behind salt sounds really cool, but I don't know.
The
honestly,
lending
like,
platform.
Coin. Yeah,
it
the
doesn't
online
even
lending
matter,
thing.
what the idea is. We know that there's big money in the project. Just based on previous experience, it doesn't look like from the chart that they fully exited, and I think this accumulation range, which I'll share here, is pretty fucking obvious. Let's see, screen share. So if you see right here, let's see. Okay, yeah. So if you see it here, it's essentially the same chart that that Godson's doing at the moment. We've got this range down here. You can see by the volume profile that there has in fact been significant volume in this area, and it's actually bouncing right off the bottom of this range here. So we've retested these early April, late March lows, and we're confirming once again that these lows are in fact strong support. So honestly, people want to bitch and complain about how alt season wasn't in May. And I know the joke is that it's never coming, of course, but that's always the joke when it does come. So I'm really excited about Salt. Fundamentals aside, I just think the chart looks great. The volume's there, the accumulation's obvious, and the support is as well.
I
Fair
think you
enough.
make a really good point actually about like alt season in general. I think we're actually, especially like my experience on Twitter is like we are actually getting to the point where people think the alt season's never coming again. And I think the failed May pump is kind of like evidence of that. Like, December wasn't like the December pump was cool, but not like fantastic. And then May was also kind of a dud. So I think like we are starting to get to the point where people don't think it's going to come again, but that's when it comes. So.
They're hopeless, dude. They gotta sell. We need them to sell.
Honestly, that December pump was just an exit pump before a 6-month bear market. These market makers knew that what was going on wasn't sustainable. And if you look at a lot of those pumps, the US dollar highs are actually fucking insane during that period of time, but the Bitcoin highs are actually lower highs for some coins, a lot of them, in fact. So that's kind of my narrative on that, at least.
So what do you make of the May pump?
The May pump, I think that's the test pump. This right here was needed to create the level of desperation that we need to make another leg up. Now, I'm not going to say we're going to make new Bitcoin-based all-time highs here, but I definitely think a retest of the highs from December 2017 is in order at the minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, when I see something like this, I think of a like an obvious double bottom, right? Just a basic.
Whoa, dude, your bananas are looking a little off today. What the hell?
It's not a banana.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
switched
so,
to the other. He switched to the other hand, man. It's curving the other way now.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, but I just I think of obvious double bottom. Just hope this low here holds and we can see a retrace. But apart from that, there's not much else that I can say. I mean, in crypto, people like to sort of buy when things are going up instead of buying the actual bottom. So I mean that December pump that everyone's complaining about was all like 5 to 10x for me because I bought the exact bottom on Digibyte and Coin and Dogecoin and shit. So if you want to buy, halfway to the top and get a 50%, good on you. You might feel like like it wasn't a good enough alt season, but if you bought the actual bottom, you're up 2 or 3x. I mean, this people might complain about this little thing here, but if you bought this bottom, let's see. It's a good 2x.
It's almost 69.
Yeah, it's almost.
Just about
69%. Yeah, okay.
I'd take a 69%.
Yeah, but
Okay,
if you
I mean,
bought,
honestly, look at Sorry, man, didn't mean to.
Oh
Go ahead.
Lord.
Boy. Anyways, yeah, my point is very simple. You gotta buy the support and hope for a breakout, and then if you want to sell the breakdown, that's your prerogative. But you can't just be buying halfway to the top and just, screaming there was no auto back. Obviously, it's not going to be as great as 2017 when you all got in, but it's still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing, a lot of people love to look in the past for fractals, but we love picking out these fractals that fit our narratives. Oh, this is definitely, it's going to do this from here. And TradingView even has this nifty little tool to kind of enable that. But if you look at last year's alt season, I think one of the craziest coins that we can all agree on was shitcoin. And if you look at this chart right here, you can actually see that we've made a bottom. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, it's alt season. And then look what happens. It comes down and it retests this first bottom. Alt season's never happening. And then you see the craziest pump of the fucking year. I mean, so we have so many charts that actually look exactly like this right now. Salt is one of those. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't discount the possibility of an alt season in June at all.
Yeah, again that chart there's again another obvious double bottom if that support holds. And if you want to make real money, you have to take a little more risk and buy the support. If you want to make less money but be more secure, then you want to buy the breakout. But it's all up to you. But you can't just complain about how there wasn't enough money to be made when you bought halfway to the top because you're a pussy.
Jesus, dude. God. Okay. All right. Should we move on?
Yep.
Zellcash. I don't think any of you guys know what Zellcash is.
Where is this trade?
It's on stocks.exchange. It's a Zcash fork. It's been mining it for like the last 3 months or something like that. So I don't know. There's not much really to say about it. They need to release some shit, but it seems like it's gonna be good. So I'm a fan. That's about
It's
all.
not on CoinMarketCap even.
Nope. Nope. That's not how it works, man. That's not how it works anymore.
Looking at BitScreen over here, like what's going on? I mean,
it's on stocks.exchange, which is actually a cryptocurrency exchange.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's pretty far up from my mining costs. I haven't sold any. I'm just holding it. So that's all I got. Not much really. Zcash fork.
Yeah, I haven't seen much activity with it either. Dropped in early January and hasn't seen a commit since mid-February.
Nope, but they're working on it, man. Don't worry about it.
Classic.
Don't worry. Okay, we'll move on. RTO. I don't know what RTO is, man.
Yeah, I got nothing on that.
Have you found another coin that isn't even on CoinMarketCap?
Maybe we did. I don't know if
Arto. It's February
Mocho.
12th, and
yeah, Arto. It's a crypto. One of the crypto night.
Yeah, they're changing to Crypto Night.
Okay, so this is a good. I don't know if it's a good coin, bad coin for all you miners. I think it must be on Trade Ogre then.
Yeah, it's on quite a few. It looks they have listed just Trade Ogre.
If they're changing to Crypto Night, it's obviously to take advantage of the fact that Fluffy's going to make alterations to Monero's algorithm, and that the ASICs won't be able to mine it. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit suspect when it comes out that there are sort of hidden ASICs for Monero, and when he forks away from that, people just start making all kinds of shitcoins to start like taking advantage of that. And then if you read that little Medium article from the CIA dev, he talks about how even a $2 million market cap can sustain profitability for a miner who has an ASIC. So I'm a little bit just like it weirds me out when I see all these like new Monero forks just coming out of nowhere, just making up market cap for miners to dump into.
Yeah. The Kryptonite craze was kind of caught me off guard. It was just kind of sudden, like all these Kryptonite coins, like IPBC and then Haven, and then there was a bunch of other ones that came out around the same time, and they just kind of took over. It's pretty cool. But
literally the whole TradeOrder exchange is just like dedicated to all these little Kryptonite coins,
Yeah, it's crazy. Mocho in the chat says a 2 million coin supply, $400,000 market cap. So a lot of those Kryptonite coins have, they've been developed in the sense that they've had a hard fork to like maybe fork off of Kryptonite, and so they have some sort of development, but nothing really too much. There's a few other ones I'm looking at on TradeOrder that they haven't really done much, and the market cap is well below $1 million. So. I don't know, something to keep your eye on, but
at least the dev is still around. Last active today and posting this week, but yeah, not much go from the GitHub standpoint. I mean, what 5 minutes with the most recent and
honestly, I love how you guys are still in like the speculative mining game, because I haven't heard the saying at least the dev is still around. Quite some time.
At least he forked the coin to do
my
something.
favorite thing.
A week, but that's it.
No, it really is.
Wait for him to
mine's in
disappear and then
2014.
jump in.
Dude, if you get real nervous,
down.
you could start checking like Bitcoin Talk, like login dates, or like just like if you start getting real scared. So, someone in the troll box says Crave. No, we're not, I don't.
Crave.
No, we're not doing Crave.
So another one, I guess, DERO. I think that's another one of these.
Kryptonite coins again.
Yeah, so I don't know much about I don't know that there's even really much to say about them, except that if you were mining this, if you were mining pretty much any of these coins since they were launched, you probably did pretty good.
Yeah.
But TradeOrder is a good place to look for low caps, in my opinion. I don't know what else to say really.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm not like a fucking shitcoin expert anymore, so you can't really ask me to have an opinion on these things.
There's so many of them, dude. But yeah, I think the Kryptonite coins, I think there's still money to be made on some of them for sure if they're still being developed. And there's TradeOrder came out of nowhere, and there's another one I can't remember what it's called, Alt Exchange or something like that, but it's primarily just a Monero exchange. They have Monero pairings with all the coins too, which is pretty interesting. So
was it the Alt.x?
Yeah, I can't remember what the link is. I can't remember. Someone in the troll box maybe knows.
Shout out to all the hidden ASICs out there just mining up these Monero forks and dumping them on people.
Yeah, there's actually not that many Kryptonite coins anymore. They all forked, but there's a few. Bytecoin is. You can still mine Bytecoin.
Oh god.
You see that shit, Ethan? The Binance ad? Did you see how crazy that was?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
It was like 2,200 sats on there for like a good few hours. Crazy.
Didn't they have an issue with the deposits? Wasn't that the issue?
Yeah, Binance deposits and withdrawals have always been like really, really funky. So I'm not even sure how someone's able to properly deposit some shitcoin in.
Weird. That was weird. They announce it, and then Poloniex tweets and they're like, "Hey, we're having trouble with the wallet. We're gonna turn it off now." And Binance is like, "Oh yeah, withdrawals disabled or whatever." I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Okay, if we're talking about altcoin nonsense, can we talk about the Verge 51% attack real quick?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, I like that. Let's talk about that.
Isn't it the same exploit that was exploited in early April? Did they not patch it?
I don't know. They have like 5 different algorithms. I don't know how that's even like a thing still, really.
It was a difficulty manipulation attack, I think.
I don't
Yeah.
like know much about Verge these days, but I remember back when it was Dogecoin Doc, and I used to hang out in the IRC chat room, and I used to talk with the Dogecoin dev a lot back then, and I wouldn't give that guy a $1 billion market cap if someone forced me to. So I don't know how that happened. Maybe like a new dev took over. I'm not sure, but
I don't. So the way that I read about it was somehow the miner, the mass, like he only needs. I don't remember how the math worked out, but he only needs 10% of the hash for because there's 5 different algorithms, so it's actually split up even smaller. Then so you could just choose the one with the lowest hash. You could just amass a bunch of rentals on that, and then when he was mining, he changed something in like the timestamps.
He forged the timestamps and set them back.
So he set them back an hour, and the difficulty just slowly went down, and then he just fucked it up basically. So it seems pretty for a $1 billion market cap. I
wouldn't give fucking.
Why do you need 5 algorithms? It just doesn't seem like it was cool back then when like altcoins like were not worth $1 billion.
Did you do that still?
Yeah, I think so. So does
Isn't that the whole point of like Ravencoin these days? Isn't that the whole point?
Which one?
Ravencoin has Ravencoin.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
Hudson, turn your microphone up, can you?
Fam, I cannot turn up.
I maxed you all. Can you just scream a little louder?
Wee! I don't know. Ravencoin, the fucking coin with Bruce Fenton and what's that website called again with the?
I don't keep up with that guy.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think the whole point of it's actually pretty popular. Like people keep shilling it on Twitter. So yeah, Ravencoin is. I think that's the same thing they have too. Like just 7 different algorithms, and the whole point is to screw over miner centralization and stuff.
Yeah, well, the Ravencoin algorithm is. It's a little more advanced than I think using 5 different algorithms that have been around forever. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish for the worst for Verge, to be honest, at this point. Like, just die already, But yeah, best of luck. I don't know. I have nothing else to say about that.
Yeah, I still can't even believe it with Pornhub accepting it. That one kind of blew my mind. Like,
oh god,
wait, coming from Doge Dark to Verge to now Pornhub.
They touted it like we're gonna change the world with Verge currency. Like we're gonna things are gonna be really good, and then like a week later, it's like Pornhub now accepts Verge. Like sick.
Yeah, pretty wild though to see how far it's grown.
It must have been a paid thing. Like they must have paid.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it had to be. I don't know. Oh well, the Crave guy is still going strong in the troll box. So
yeah, he is.
He's going hard, man. So there's a few other coins. Heat, Stellite, Jin, Pied Piper coin. Do you guys know about this Pied Piper coin?
I've heard about it.
Pied Piper coin is the most innovative coin. Is the most innovative coin out there right now.
Okay.
So the team is building a decentralized internet called Pied Piper, and so they have this. I can't do this with a straight face. It's a fucking shitcoin made by some TV show as a joke. It doesn't even really exist.
Oh, so it's is it like a no blockchain? No blockchain? One coin? 2 coin?
I'm not even sure if it has a real blockchain. It's just.
I thought it was an ERC20 token.
I think someone made one, but I don't know who.
They got a neat looking website.
Welcome to crypto.
It probably is though, but yeah, the story is that there's this TV show that's kind of popular. I think it's called I forgot what it's called. It's called
Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley, yeah. And so they had like a whole thing there where they were gonna build like a internet, and they had, they were like, oh, we should do an ICO, and the second, like the last episode was, they were basically, talking about how to dump the coin without like destroying the market. So.
Everyone says that you're wrong, Godson. They all say you're wrong, dude. You're wrong. PPI is an ERC20. It went 1400% today, releasing a one-page white paper, bro.
Oh, really?
Dude. Yeah. Not made by a TV show.
Fucking Sergio's
wrong.
Over here owning Godson. Oh
wrong.
my god. Sergio,
it has
calm
nothing
down,
to do
bro.
with HBO or the show, Godson.
I know. So, I'm sorry. It's definitely a real coin that you should go buy.
Yeah.
Well, how about that? I mean, how about the fact that I thought the same thing you did, Godson. So, I mean, if we are in fact wrong, then, I mean, the coin obviously, like, they need to fucking do something because there's a lot of misinformation out there.
It's not a real coin, though. I actually watched the show, and they had like a whole thing where they wanted to do an ICO, and they wanted to dump the coin.
We teach the fans, and the fans teach us.
Is this like
real.
Gerber baby coin where we joked about it and then somebody launched an an about it?
No, this is real, man.
Guys, what about Pickle Ricks though?
I don't know if we want to bring that up. Some people got really mad about Pickle Ricks.
I made 2x on that coin in like 6 hours. That was the best thing I've ever done in crypto.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear, man.
Nice work.
Okay, so Pied Piper coin, great coin, excellent, must buy. There's Lux, there's Consensus and Aura and Ship, which I kind of want to talk about, and StakeNet, which is the POSW fork.
Okay.
So we can go. Twitter. We can go through it like just have Messiah shill Consensus and have you shill Ship, and then I'll talk about StakeNet.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll speak about Consensus briefly. First, it's an ICO. It's an ERC20 token currently. They had a big airdrop. Some of the same guys that were involved with the mothership, but apparently this is Oleg's like life work, and he has been spending a lot of time creating this kind of decentralized platform where you have governance, maybe like a Tezos, and smart contracts at the same time, that kind of regulate the network and facilitate the functioning of DApps in the network. But you also have AI that is run on the decentralized network as well to facilitate functions of the network and also crunch data. It's just a really interesting concept. I know that blockchain as a service, which it falls into that category, is really hot in 2017. I believe it's still hot in 2018. And just as a general trend in the tech industry, artificial intelligence is very, it's one of the hot trends as well. So when you have both of those things kind of coupled, and thrown into one project, and along with some big backers and things as well, it's I think it's a good fundamental play, which is kind of what I started with, is understanding what makes people want to FOMO. TA was a later skill I picked up, but it's a fantastic coin to speculate on, in my opinion. $36 million market cap, and I know that their mainnet was supposed to launch in Q4 of this year, but it's actually going to launch like first thing Q3. So I think the launch is only like 2 weeks away. So there's your quick pitch on that.
Cool.
All I remember
not
is
waiting
that,
for shit to take place. That's good.
Yeah, all I remember is they made us show ref links to get coins back then. Is that like, are they gonna airdrop those coins now? Or
yes, they are going to airdrop those coins when the mainnet launches. And the cool thing about the airdrop is, a lot of times you'll say, oh shit, it's an airdrop, like that's bad. But the Consensus airdrop, is only 20 million SEN, and it's going to 26,000 people. And each of those 26,000 people are going to become potential investors / shills for the project. But the amount that they were given is like 500 to 800 SEN. So it's just not that much.
Word. I mean, I think airdrops, if you're gonna do it, it's a good publicity way to get like publicly like known.
Yeah, it's good people to get the word out.
But so long as the rewards are not fucking skewed like crazy or something, like you don't need to give someone $100,000 to become something crazy.
I in the project or
I think that's a good thing to have in a project is a little airdrop. I like that. Okay. Okay, what's next, Godson?
No, it's your turn to tell us about.
Oh, it's Aura. I think we all can, or I think Messiah also knows more about Aura than.
Yeah, I can give a really quick pitch on Aura. So I'm sure
let's hear it, man.
are familiar with IDEX, right? Which is the #1 Ethereum DApp in the world right now by volume, users, transactions, literally on every metric. So IDEX is doing around 15 million US dollar a day volume right now, and that's just on a normal day. That's on a shitty day actually, and they're experiencing all this growth because ICOs keep happening at an accelerated rate, and people need places to trade these tokens. So basically, what Aura, the token itself, is a stake in the IDEX project. Almost, you can think of it as that, to where they're releasing something called Snow Globe, which is a complete product. But the backbone of Snow Globe will be implemented in Q3 and enable the staking of this Aura coin. And when you stake your Aura, you get you secure this new Ethereum sidechain that they're moving to make trading cheap for traders, but you also get the fees off of the exchange. So doing $15 million of volume in a normal day right now, it's still very small. But the great thing about this new protocol is it's going to enable a real exchange experience. So you get all the benefits of a real exchange. You know, you don't have to sign your transactions when you buy the orders. It's not slow, although even in its current state, IDEX is great for a DEX. But at the same time, it is a pain in the ass. So I would love to go on Aura or go on IDEX and just be able to place orders, you know, and just have it feel like a normal exchange. That's what's coming Q3, in addition to the ability to stake your Aura to secure the IDEX exchange and also receive trading fees from them. And because it's like a masternode, it's not a security. So that's already been confirmed as well.
Yeah, from a TA perspective, this chart looks, you know, absolutely fabulous. I don't have an Aura bag because fucking Android was shilling it, and I hate everything he touches, so I didn't buy it. But yeah, from a TA perspective, this looks, you know, pretty amazing. If you're like a Wyckoff person, you can see the downtrend, the sideways accumulation right there, and then, you know, the uptrend getting, you know, over here, and then reaccumulation, then shake out everyone else, and this volume here, Jesus Christ! I mean,
yeah, I mean, who the hell would do something like that? Jesus.
I know it's only some people on this show actually, but who knows? So yeah, it definitely looks good from a TA perspective. I might buy some if it comes back to like a reasonable level, and, you know, goes sideways again. But yeah,
just out of curiosity though, I mean, with that level of volume right there, the amount of coins taken off the market, I would doubt that it would come back down to previous lows. But, you know, we'll always see. Time will tell.
Yeah, that was a big uptick in volume for sure.
Yeah, I mean, everyone definitely has their own trading strategy. I mean, if I had seen this, if I seen this right there, I'd be like balls deep in my legs even deeper. But
where do you see Godson is like the premier accumulation range for this right now? You know, for somebody wanting to you know, maybe enter the market at the safest place.
The safest place would be coming down to this 0.2 levels and just go, you know, sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree with what Messiah was saying just about the exchange is sick. I like trading on there. It's pretty fast. Nothing. I thought Ether Delta was a steaming pile of poop, and I was really scared to trade on there. But IDEX gives me some good vibes. They got a bunch of coins, lots of volume. Market cap on Aura is $20 million, which I think you're talking $15 million in volume daily, or on a bad day, then, you know, I think it should be a little more valuable than that. Yeah, I think that's a good rundown of it.
Wait a minute. What's the relationship between IDXM and Aura? Do you know?
Because I originally bought IDXM when I was trying to buy Aura because I was confused. You really do have to do a lot of research to understand all of this. But IDXM was the ICO token that they had. There's 2,000 of them. So I'm speculating on IDXM. Even though I accidentally bought IDXM after reading about it, I decided, fuck it, I'm just going to hold on to this and see what happens. But it's actually enables owning one IDXM enables you to one of two benefits on the exchange. And one of those is zero trading fees, which for a high volume trader or, somebody making a lot of transactions, that's a huge deal. And another benefit that you can select, this is actually a user option on the exchange via a slider, is double Aura rewards. Now, one of the really cool things about Aura is that they are having a constant slow drip airdrop to every single person on the exchange for placing maker orders. Now, a maker order means that you make the order on the book. I place an order on the book. A taker order is when I take an order off of the books. So for providing liquidity on the exchange, they're actually paying you. IDXM, for every one you bought and they were sold at a price of $3,000 per IDXM paid in Ethereum, came with 50,000 Aura as a free airdrop to hold on to. So the speculative value of IDXM would be to, if the exchange truly got large, and right now they already have APIs and bots on a DEX, which just blows my mind. But if the exchange truly gets large, owning one IDXM will be very desirable, so a large trader can avoid trading. And there's only a 2,000 supply.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good to know. That's really good info. Thanks, man.
Again, from a TF, this also looks pretty good. I mean, that falling wedge down here, slash downtrend, broke up the uptrend and now forming like a flag pole right there. It might be pretty interesting to actually sort of look into these decentralized exchanges and
if you plan on trading on IDEX at all, I think it's a good idea to buy just one IDXM to waive those trading fees, but at the same time, just have it to speculate on. I mean, there are
man, who can afford one IDXM though? It's like $2,000, right?
I guess I'm jaded now.
Well, I mean, even if you don't trade, even if you don't
one
trade,
Bitcoin is $30.
Even if you don't trade on the oh, I know, right, dude? I think the same way. Even if you don't trade on the exchange, but you can even just look at the statistics of people joining it, how much volume they're generating, and I mean, you can just see that you don't even have to be a trader necessarily to like just speculate on this stuff, like you said. So, I don't trade very often. I have accounts on exchanges. I don't use them very often, but I still think these are really good things to speculate on for the future. When did IDEX even come out? How long has it been around? Like a few months?
I'm not sure, but if I'm guessing from this chart, when this coin launched,
January?
It'll be January.
Oh, see, there you go, 6 months, and there you go. I don't know. Another coin is Ship Chain. So
these names, oh my god!
It's the Ship Chain. What's wrong with Ship Chain? They got hit with a cease and desist. So I know from the what is it, South Carolina?
Oh my god!
So apparently they had an ICO and I don't know how. I don't understand really. I actually didn't even know what a cease and desist was until like earlier today. I looked it up and it was just basically like people send you a letter and say stop doing what you're doing or else that we're gonna hurt your body.
Yeah, I've been sending some desist to people who use the banana without proper licensing.
I didn't get one.
Yeah, you don't really chart those, so that's it.
I don't really. Yeah, I don't chart. So they got a cease and desist. For their ICO, I'm assuming they must have like gave coins to people that were in the US or something.
I haven't looked at that chart yet, but the funny thing about it is, they got that cease and desist, and then today another little news tidbit came out that they're fighting the cease and desist. You can just see how fucking retarded people are right there, with the huge dump and then the buy up after it.
The cease and desist is like a warning. So like for it to dump like that, they could respond within a few days and say, hey, this is wrong, like or something. I don't know. It was just really weird, and the way that they respond and the way that the transparency of the team. And there's actually a conference like local to me in a few weeks that they're actually going to be attending, and they still are going and they're not like trying to run off or do anything. Yeah, and the dump wasn't really that bad.
It wasn't.
No, and it's a pretty small cap coin too. I mean, compared to other things. So
and even then, I think the coin has inherently higher risk just due to the cease and desist at the moment. I mean, it's not something I know some people play, like news speculative plays, but I don't. I mean, that's not my. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous in my opinion.
It's dangerous. I mean, the other terms buy the dip, I suppose, right? So, if you can kind of see past it or see in the future if they're going to be around for a while, and something like this, they didn't get shut down. No one got arrested or anything like that yet. So, but I took a gamble. I bought some more on the dip.
Isn't it like a proper coin as well with like a proper team, like a proper
Yeah, I mean that's like I said, they're going to a conference near me in the next few weeks, so they must have people that are going around and showing people what they do and stuff. So there must be some interest for them to be there as well, in my opinion.
$15 million market cap is quite small though.
Yeah. So,
yeah, but I mean, from a TA perspective, the coin was in a downturn anyways. I mean, this was just like the perfect reason for someone to absolutely like destroy the market. So it's not really like the cease and desist made it die, right? It was
right, and I don't know where it stands now compared to like the funds raised in the ICO or anything like that. But I mean. Yeah, the way that the team kind of like handled stuff today, I took the little gamble and bought the dip. So, I like the project. I think it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna go check out the what they got at the conference and talk to them and see what's happening. Hope they don't go to jail.
You just hope the market maker got enough money from this dump to actually like fill his appetite and it can finally start trending up again. But apart from that,
I think we're gonna see a lot of like I don't know if cease and desist are common or not. Like I think we might see more. I mean, we obviously do see more coins getting cease and desist, and I mean some of them will come back and some of them won't after getting something like that. So
it's gonna be common. I think the main thing is who sends it. I mean, if the FBI sends you one or the SEC, that's pretty bad. But
and it's something like BitConnect, everyone knew it was coming, but like something like this kind of surprising. They could definitely, but something like BitConnect, like that, there you coming back from that. I don't think. Like,
so what do you guys think about it? I mean, what if like one of the Bogdanovs sent one?
A what?
What?
The Bogdanovs. What if you got a cease and desist from them? What would you do?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It all depends on who sends it, right? If it comes from, Banana Trading Inc., then it's not that big a deal, right? But if it comes from some, serious executive arm of the law, then you might be a little bit scared.
Yeah, I could understand that. And if you're getting them from multiple places too at the same time, then that would be also an issue where this is only one from one state. So I don't know. BitConnect got like 4 or 5 of them, didn't they? So that's also an issue as well.
BitConnect was a fucking scam. So.
All right, StakeNet, hit me, Godson.
Ooh, StakeNet. So StakeNet is obviously what's the
XSN.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice job.
StakeNet was a POSW, which, if you remember that amazing pump back in the day to
that was
like
great.
36 or whatever $1 million market cap and got itself onto Ledger and all that. So from what I understand from the shill, they've been shilling me in my DMs. It's gonna be basically a similar thing as POSW. It's gonna allow you to stake both StakeNet and literally any coin you want on the network, and you can get paid out in whatever you like to. It's gonna have something called it already has something called TPOS, which basically means that you can give someone else your coins to stake. Like you can give them your stake weight without actually giving them your coins, right? So it's like a more, it's like a more secure way of pool staking, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a pretty cool project. I just swapped my PSW to StakeNet, which is how I have a bag, and why I give a shit. But yeah, it's a pretty cool project, and as you can see from the chart, it's obviously in an uptrend. But yeah, it's a pretty new project. I implore you to go do your own research and think about it, because it might actually be a pretty cool project if it's being backed by the same people who worked with PRSW.
Excellent. Yes, we implore you to do your own research. Kind of.
I mean, buy my bags first and then do your research.
Yeah, buy it first and then do all the research you can. How much time we got left here?
45.
Oh, nice. Thank you. We do one. Is there anything else that we should talk about? I didn't pretty much hit all the coins on the list that we needed to.
I think I saw MAID. So let me show people a chart of MAID. I think I made this chart like weeks ago when I was telling people to buy some MAID.
Yeah, MAID safe.
There we go. MAID are the two bags that I have right now that is currently pumping, and the other one is Decred.
Oh baby.
Yeah. So if you look at this chart, you can clearly see the fractal that I was I'm pointing out to people right there, and right there it's a basic Adam and Eve pattern on support, long-term support. And if you think of the show that I was talking about, Silicon Valley with Peppercoin, they were planning to build a decentralized internet. Well, MaidSafe here is the consulting firm they're actually working with for the show, because they're the ones actually building a decentralized internet. So, the coin was definitely super interesting for me, and when I saw this obvious pattern here, I decided to buy it. Target.
Oh, targets.
Godson, I mean, honestly, do you even put a target on MaidSafe? I mean, it's for so long, it's been such a heavy hitter that hasn't done anything with actual development.
It's gonna blow everyone's mind, dude.
I mean, I really do. And no, fuck MaidSafe, dude. I won't touch it, and I know several other people that feel the same way. So I know for a fucking fact that shit is probably gonna go stupid retarded one day.
Yeah, because if you remember, back in 2016, this was one of the biggest bags, one of the biggest market caps out there, right?
Oh, dude, everybody who is anyone had a big MAID bag.
Yeah. So definitely, and if I'm to talk about targets, basic, fractal. If that fractal plays out, you can see the last one with the Fib extension goes to 2.6, and that. The same fractal, if it plays out here, would go all the way up to 50k satoshis, which is a 14x. So I'm sitting on a giant MAID bag right now, just sitting back waiting to see what happens.
And isn't MAID on leverage too at Poloniex?
Yeah, 2.5.
Yeah, never discount that as either, because that can get pretty stupid fast.
Yeah, I don't know, but their volume is fucking terrible on Poloniex and Bittrex now, so
yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I agree. I think MAID's going to surprise people when it does something. I think the reason that Bittrex delisted is because it is not like a working product yet and hasn't been the whole time.
Thing with building a decentralized whole new internet is that it's going to take a while.
Yeah.
And it basically forces exchanges to run weird untested code, and it's gonna be bulky, and it's
server lag.
Way too much time. So it makes sense for an exchange, which is they're just adding ERC20 tokens because that's basically like a one-click add, and it doesn't really cost you much more to just put it in there with everything else. But
yeah,
MAID.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you sure, go ahead.
I was just thinking because it's not a released product, and like I think that if you're trading something that's not even like a real product yet, then it's like it's not a security, but it's something else. Like it's just like a speculative trading market that has no real value whatsoever, basically. So I think that might be part of the reason why they do
Literally
this.
everything right now is an unreleased project. I mean, where's
Well, I think it doesn't make safe say that it's like it's totally like not. It's like it's a test net basically, right? I don't know. I don't know much about it, but I think you're right that Made Safe will definitely surprise some people this year for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those bags that everyone wanted to pump like forever, and it just didn't. It just never pumped. So I think I might finally see its day. I mean, if you think of XEM name, it was one of those like coins with one, again that everyone just wanted to pump forever, and it just never did. Until one day it just decided to just like absolutely screw everyone over and just like rally like crazy. So yeah.
Go ahead, Juggalo.
Oh, and actually on MAID, they actually had a dev update today as well coming out. They dropped a new white paper for a what is it? A protocol for asynchronous, reliable, secure, and efficient consensus. So
5 more years. 5 more years.
Probably part of today's move as well. That just went out.
Someone in the troll box says Substratum will be done before any of the competitors do anything. I watched a Substratum video the other day. It kind of scared me. The guys are kind of weird.
Yeah.
So maybe they will. I don't know.
If you guys don't mind, I'd like to mention Simple Token really quick, just because I think the chart is really good.
Go for it, dude. I think we're gonna we'll do a little roundup so you can definitely talk about what you're looking at and shit. I think we're at that.
Yeah. So I'll start our conclusion then. I'll mention Simple Token, and then I'm gonna go into a very brief rant on all the Ethereum haters. So I will go ahead and start this. Let's see.
You got a PowerPoint for us or something?
Yeah, I wish, dude. Hey, one day I will surprise you. Okay, so this is Simple Token, and big fan of the volume profile. I think it speaks so much. It speaks volume,
it's the
right?
Thick, dude.
It's the thick. You gotta love T-Mec for coining things like that. He's responsible for GFY, the thick, and several other the bacon.
And Zcash. He actually made
Zcash. Yeah. But I mean, this chart is just fucking fire to me. Total fucking fire. And if you look here, you can see that we have some volume right here. This is just a volume oscillator that I developed. It's really similar to Lazy Bear's OBV oscillator, but it's a little different. It picks up things a little differently. It uses for loops instead of actual OBV. But if you can see here, you see this support zone right here, and you see that we've tested it up, and now we've tested it again. But if you look at this wedge, we're actually just breaking out here down at the bottom corner. So of course, we're going to probably need to wait and see and, wait for this volume confirmation. And then most times too, things are going to move up and come back and retest this. But the token itself is really cool. Fundamentally, we've got a $50 million market cap. And what it's actually going to enable, one of the biggest problems with the Ethereum network right now is that all of these tokens, and especially utility tokens in general, are clogging the network, and it's making it slow for everybody. So this is actually going to have tokens that are redeemable on a one-to-one basis with their Ethereum token counterparts for utility tokens and businesses to actually use the tokens off-chain and then have them settled on-chain. So it's an off-chain network that settles on-chain for Ethereum. Which there's obviously a lot of use cases for it, but the chart's really good. I like the market cap. It's on Binance. Definitely something that's a buy right now, in my opinion. So, onto Ethereum.
My chart looks incredibly similar, to that one as well, and it's kind of amazing to see that it's basically like a giant triangle, right? Like from day one, the market maker is on point with this one. He knows what he's doing. Definitely. If you wanted to buy this, you could get them here or wait for the.
And look at if you drew the wedge in the volume at the bottom of your chart, I mean, the declining volume profile here is extremely obvious.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I definitely think it's one to
beautiful.
pay attention to, in the words of John Bollinger.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Go ahead
So
with your
brief Ethereum rant. So I see a lot of Ethereum FUD right now, and people keep trying to pick out projects that are the next Ethereum. Well, guess what, bitches? In 2014, we kept trying to find out what was going to be the next Bitcoin, and nothing was. Everyone tried to do it better, but it didn't matter because Bitcoin had the network effect. To that same effect, Ethereum is not going anywhere. So stop saying it is. You know why? Think about it like an operating system. Everyone uses Windows. Why? Because it's the most developed for and most integrated operating system in the world. People are going to use the platform that everyone else uses, that is easy for exchanges to adopt, that's easy to write code for, that already has a lot of utility in users. Why would I develop and spend so much work and my hard time working on a product for fucking, let's say, what's an Ethereum competitor? ADA, Tron, whatever the fuck you want to say. Why, as a developer, would I spend all of my fucking time developing this amazing product for a blockchain that no one's going to use? It doesn't make any sense. So you can say what you want about Ethereum. Ethereum does have its issues. It's not going anywhere. So just stop talking about it.
Yeah, the biggest reason that I want to buy some Ethereum right now is fucking Kevin Pham and his like constant annoying ass like stupid maximalist,
Yeah, dude.
arguments. I mean, you can say whatever you like, but fucking IDXM like half the coins we've talked about today are all on Ethereum, and there's a bunch of decentralized exchanges that are running on the network, and I don't see coins on the Bitcoin blockchain. I don't see decentralized exchanges running on Bitcoin. So people can know what they like about how they missed the opportunity to buy. This thing was like a $20 million ICO,
yeah.
And right now it's like a $200 billion coin. I mean, you can.
Which is hilarious because at the time that was outrageous.
Yeah, I remember the reason why I dumped my Ethereum for 8,000 satoshis was because the market cap was too big. Yeah, so.
God damn it, dude.
I know, $20 million market cap. Oh my God, well, how big was that? But now it's like a low cap now. Anyways, yeah, but people can whine all they like, but you cannot like make an argument against the success and utility of the chain. Like literally half of the money in crypto right now is Ethereum and Ethereum assets.
Well, so the big question is who is Mac OS and who is Windows? Are we going to say that Bitcoin's Windows and Ethereum is Mac OS, or are we going to say that Bitcoin is in its own category and that Ethereum is Windows? And let's speculate on who will be Mac OS. So I don't know. I love the operating system analogy for this, so I'm going to keep going back to that.
Yeah, no, I usually use the smartphone analogy. I mean, you have Apple on one hand, and then you have Android on the other hand, and you can say whatever you like about how much you hate all love iPhones, but they make money compared to your Android phones that there might be like a billion of they all cost $20 or whatever, and you can feel like we've brought tech to the third world and whatever and all that stuff, but in reality one of them is a preferred thing that people use, and the other one is just like trying to catch up all the time. It's, for God's sakes, Ethereum was supposed to be on the Bitcoin blockchain. Zcash was supposed to be on the Bitcoin blockchain, but for some reason they all decided we're gonna make our own tokens and go start up our own networks, and that just took away a huge amount of economic activity that could have if Ethereum did actually launch on Bitcoin, Bitcoin could be like $100,000 right now, but it isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a testament to the use deal is, just look at all the exchanges bringing on these tokens versus POW. Bittrex pretty much every ad now. I mean, ERC20. What do you expect? Like
Bitreth.
Yeah, because it's easy and efficient.
Yeah.
You know, the protocols are already there.
Yeah,
Adding an
absolutely.
ERC20 token is, I mean, they literally
click.
snap their fingers and it's there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that much, trouble to add it.
And you don't have
You're
to worry
asking
about vetting the code. You don't have to worry about the fucking security. You already know it is. So yeah, there you go. Rant over.
Excellent. Thank you so much, dude. Godson, what are you doing?
Right
anything
now
to
I'm not really doing much. Yeah, everything is in a downtrend / going sideways, so I'm not really buying or selling anything. I mean, the thing that I did, the last major economic event that I did was buy some mainframe from the cloud sale, but apart from that, there's not much else that I'm doing. I mean, there are like a bunch of coins that I'm trying to accumulate OTC, but I can't really say right now because I don't want people, arguing with me in the OTC chat rooms. But there's a magical, amazing coin out there that has like a built-in oracle that actually works on the blockchain, and the governance is built into the oracle, so it kind of it can actually set how much miners get and how much. And so the dev fund for example was really funny when someone actually set up a ticket to reduce the dev fund so he doesn't make as much money. That was just funny because you can see like how incredibly powerful the network is when like a random user can just say, hey, how about we reduce the dev fund.
Yeah, and everyone's like, yeah, let's do it. Yeah, and the guy's like, no. You can't do anything about it. Yeah, that's
so
the way it works.
it's a POW coin. It's a lot of people, a lot of institutional people are getting into it. A lot of big money, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. So fucking go do your own research.
Nice. I like that. The little cliffhanger, dude. All right, Ethan. How's it been, man?
It's been good. I haven't been trading much either. Mostly because I don't have a ton of time. But things are going well. Consensus was a lot of fun. I got to meet some cool people. There were some interesting talks. Work is also going well. This is only my third day though, so I'm still sort of getting adjusted. But besides that, not too much.
Word. I saw you met the Bitcoin buy Bitcoin guy. Then,
oh yeah, he's my friend actually.
Oh really? Oh, I didn't know that.
I was the one
no
who made
shit.
the money for him.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
That's sick. I didn't know that.
It's not
It's
for
funny
you guys.
because you guys kind of look slightly alike too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Cool, man. I'm glad you had fun. I wanted to go to Consensus, but I'm gonna try to go next year. I need to start hitting some conferences. I've never been to one actually, so that would have been a good one.
Start with cheaper conferences. Definitely start with cheaper conferences.
Yeah, I agree.
Even if I go to Consensus, I will not meet anybody. I'll just walk in there and sit around and back.
Ambroid was there.
Like none of this circle jerking and shit.
Hey, Godson's at Consensus posted up, got his arms folded.
That's gonna be me though.
His body from side to side.
All right, Juggalo. How is it? How's it hanging, man?
Oh, it's going. Trading front, pretty much non-existent.
What the hell's wrong with you guys? What the hell?
Flex mode.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Okay,
Pull the mode. Yeah. Pretty much leveraging those passive earning routes. So kind of still pushing on the mining side of things and going through hitting some of the digging around in the low caps, things along those lines. Trying to find some coins to hit there. Been on Artbyte lately as well as Lynx. Just trying to go through and hit some of the older chains, going back to 2014 that some may have forgotten about that are still kind of active doing their thing. Have merge mining with Doge and Viacoin and
yeah, dude, build those bags.
Everyone is all worried about their new shiny. Get the other ones kind of
Dude, that's what I've noticed. Yeah, the new coins, like as much fun as it is to hit a new launch, like it's not the same anymore. 'Cause so many people hit them. It's just like you might as well wait for a new launch. Everyone leaves any coin they're mining, and then you go mine the coin they were mining until it settles down or something. Basically.
Well, and especially with long POW, I mean that's just the big thing in general with it. Like, let everyone have their excitement in the beginning and throw their silly amounts of hash at it, and when everyone forgets about it,
like, hey, idiot! This is gonna be mined for like 4 years. Like,
you don't need to battle everyone else. Especially on those really, really long ones. Like,
exactly.
You don't need to go waste all of your hash right out the gate.
Sweet, man. Cool. Well, as everyone hopefully knows, Skycoin was listed to Binance. So I stayed up all night watching that, and I was sorely disappointed that it dumped right when it got listed. But you know what? That's okay. Just keep on holding. I'm just mining around. I'm playing on IDEX a lot. Actually, getting pretty interested in some of the projects on there. Trade Ogre, hanging on there a lot. Some of these newer exchanges, while pretty risky to send your money to, it could pay off potentially. So I'm always looking in smaller caps, but I can appreciate some of the setups there are for larger caps now. So I'll have to keep my eyes open for them. So yeah, that's about it, man. Any last words for the viewers out there, for the moms and dads?
Buy my bags, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Buy our bags. Subscribe, follow everyone. Follow Ethan on Twitter. Follow Messiah on Twitter. Don't follow Godson. He's losing followers like crazy. So. But yeah, subscribe, do all that shit, and we'll see you guys next week, I think. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.